It's often said that the devil is in the details, and as you move up the racing ladder, one of the most important details is the ability to make a clean, flawless pit stop.
You never feel prepared for a pit stop. You try and practice, whenever you get into a series that has pit stops, you try and practice them, but the first time you do it, you feel lost. So the key is not to panic, and again, just try and stay focused. You're coming in, you got to hit the speed limiters, you're braking for the start of pit lane, so that's key. From then, you're focused on where your pit box is, trying to stop on your marks. Sounds easy, but it's actually, when you're pushing it to the limit, it's a lot harder than you think, because you turn full lock one way, full lock the other way. If you're 2 miles an hour quicker, that's a different arc that you're on altogether. So yeah, you hear it talked about all the time, but it's not as easy as it looks.
Well, there's a lot involved with a pit stop, and it counts from your in-lap, your braking from coming off the circuit, to your pit road speed sign in pit lane. So that's important, to brake as late as you can, but without speeding in pit lane so you don't get a penalty. And then you come down pit lane, capture where your pit is, and pull in as fast as you can, as straight as you can, keep the wheels straight, foot on the brake. Hopefully the crew gets the wheels off and on as quick as possible, and then you need to take off and basically get around the car in front of you if you've got somebody there. Keep it smooth, but keep the RPM up and go for it. And usually one of the hardest things of a pit stop is your outlap.
In and out laps, if you can make up a second or two on an in lap, it's a lot easier to do that than trying to make it up, a tenth here and a tenth there throughout, the race on many a laps. So, it's just about not getting stuck in a rut or in a conscious sort of mindset of just, knocking off laps. You have to really snap out of that and give it all you can on the in lap and especially the out lap.
Obviously there's different types of pit stops. In an Indy car, an open wheel car, you don't have to worry about driver changes. Grand Am racing, as we are here this weekend, it's a case of getting everything prepared. You make sure that you're ready, you stop with the steering wheel straight. If you've got to take the steering wheel off, the next guy, as he gets in the car, he wants to put the steering wheel on straight. So it's all those details that can make a difference. If you can't get the steering wheel on, you're not going anywhere. So they say to you, always make sure the wheel's straight when you stop. You're focused on then trying to get out.
It's important that we run through all the process. We have helmet tubes, we have belts, we have drink bottles, we have radios, we have a lot of things to connect and disconnect. So all of that stuff has to go, like clockwork to make the pit stops correct. And a race is easily won or lost in the pits.
Safe is fast, and it's something I've always thought about, throughout my career, and especially as I hit oval racing and IndyCar. But you always want to make sure you're very comfortable in the cockpit, that your seat is well fitted, that your belts are nice and tight, that your foam around your legs is all nice and comfortable, because one, you want to be safe in the car. It's so important, it's imperative. And you don't want to be moving around in the car either. Safe is fast. Feeling comfortable, not having to think about, what might happen if you're in a crash, feeling secure in there, enables you to concentrate more on going fast in the car.